Chilling, we cooling. You know what I mean, we smoking. I mean, it's a beautiful Saturday afternoon. We alive. We woke up today, so you know what I mean. Gotta be. We gotta be thankful and blessed for that.
Well, at least we're beating the heat. That's for sure. That's for sure. So
Yes, for
what's
sure.
going on, man? I'm glad to have you. It's been a long time coming. We've been. I mean, to start it all off, I mean, I mean, shit, man. We met in the sixth grade.
Hell yeah, bro. hmm I remember. Like
Yeah,
it's crazy. Isn't that crazy? How like isn't it crazy how that's like so long ago, but like we still feel young though. It's weird, right? Like I don't know.
yeah. Like, what's funny about that too is that, like, I remember I came from another school. I don't even remember what school I came from. I think it might have been Jefferson. It might It might have been Jefferson. I'm not sure, but I remember going in there just, oh, you're gonna go to Miss Tripp's class. I'm like, oh, okay, great.
That's straight, bro. All those memories are like so like vivid, yo. Like still, it's
Yo,
wicked. It's like,
not
but yeah,
one,
I remember, bro. Yep, sixth grade, yo. Shouts to Miss Trey, yo.
not one person spoke to me except you. I, I came in wearing the fucking the a white Kid Rock shirt. I was wearing a white Kid Rock shirt, and I had
Yo,
these.
yo, I think he just dropped. Um, what was the name of that shit? Devil without a cause.
Oh, yep, Devil Without a Cause, and
Right, that's it.
that song has been
Words,
coming up a lot of my conversations lately. Like,
word.
but that was actually a
But
dangerous
yeah,
song.
you had the white Kid Rock joint.
Yeah, I had the white Kid Rock shirt, and it's funny because I had just seen Kid Rock with Willie Nelson in Virginia, and that's when, yeah, I just gotten the shirt. It was fresh, and I had these
Crazy.
tight black jeans, and like, yeah, and then I saw you wearing these giant caffeine pants.
Danko, caffeine, cakeware. Oh man, those were the brands, yo.
Bro.
Shouts to Hot Topic.
And I'll never forget, you had this one pair of pants, and you actually, I think you ended up giving me these pants too. It was a pair of blue pants with the corn patch on the side of it.
Yeah, I did give you those. Yeah, I remember, yo. I remember, yeah.
Yo, it was the white. I had those pants for a long time too.
Bro, these kids won't appreciate like, yo, bro. Back then, bro, those patches, like whenever you used to like go to like a Hot Topic. At that time, Hot Topic had just came out. It was a brand new store. Like
Yeah,
first of all, like it was just like a brand new store. So that's um, we're talking like 99, like 2000, or like around that time, 2001, around there. But yo, if
the new
like
metal days.
if you go into a Spencer's Hot Topic, you could buy these patches, and then you were able to like, you know what I mean, like fucking get like your grandma or your auntie to like sew the patch on for you, do it yourself. You could like sew the patch on the side of your pants, on your backpack, remember, like on your book bag, and it was all the bands. It was fucking Tool, System of a Down, Corn. So I had the corn patch, and yeah, I remember giving Jonathan those fans. Yeah,
I also remember kind of like your transition from, like, you didn't stop listening to rock music, but
right.
you started hanging out with um a cousin of mine,
Yeah, Johnny, right?
Johnny,
Hey, that's
and
the.
with
I forgot about that.
yeah, and I remember you started hanging out with him, and like
He was freestyling
I
and
remember this was
shit.
a time where we're kids. I'm like, oh man,
Bro,
my
we're
friend is
kids.
changing. My
We're
friend,
like 13. Yo, cause he was like freestyling, but actually
he was a
freestyling.
bad kid, yo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah, I feel you. But yo, he was yeah, yeah, he didn't artwork. That was dope. But nah, he was. I remember it was like the timing because it was like that was the same year that we had just watched um fucking 8 Mile. Me and Rav, shouts to Sergio, who by the way was we just found out was on the same fucking baseball team as Jonathan, as Clean Sanchez, and my bro Kibo Hiti, who's right here with me and shit. Shouts to Key, Seven Tribes. But all three of these motherfuckers were on the same baseball team and shit. So that's crazy. It's just like a small world type shit. But Rav, me and Rav watched 8 Mile and we was like, yo, nigga, like we need to like learn how to do this shit. Like whatever that was in that movie, we need to like do that. and then at the same time, that's when your cousin was freestyling. It was all at the same time, and I'm like, I'm like soaking all this shit in, and I'm trying to like learn the craft. I'm like, okay, okay,
It's definitely an interesting time and to see the transition because like when you always think about like, oh, this may be the last. You never think, oh, this is going to be the last time I'm going to hang out with my friend, but you start
sure,
seeing like, how when we grow up, how life takes us into different paths.
for
I,
sure.
I ended up staying in like the rock route, which obviously didn't end up nothing for me because I'm doing this now.
Oh yeah, like
you know
fucking
but I tried it for a while and
yeah, I feel you, bro.
but like you see how like the those transitions of life really show you the different paths that anyone could take. and
Word.
and it gets very interesting too because it was just I want to say two oh no we're talking almost 4 years now when the last time you were coming to my house we spoke about we spoke about your music and what you were doing, and you said you were kind of not thinking about doing anything at the moment.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Like as a matter of fact, yeah, like in 2019, like yeah, like I do remember, like it was the last time that we, like we were able to like, like hang out and shit in person and shoot the shit and um, no, yeah, and I remember you had asked me about music, and at that time I was like, I'm not really doing shit right now. I'm like, I was like iffy about it, I was having doubts about it. I was like, like I wasn't, I don't know, like I was jaded. I was like uninspired.
Oh, with
Shouts to,
music.
what I mean? Shouts to the Sanchez family for, what I mean, like providing like, like some like delicious pizza for for the crew today,
let
for
me
everyone today. Shouts to you guys, I appreciate it.
let me tell you, those plates, my wife never uses them. These are my mother-in-law's plates.
Oh, really? These are beautiful plates, by the way.
Oh yeah, they really are.
These are
So
wonderful plates.
I'm I'm sitting down and I'm just minding my own business one day, smoking a blunt,
Yes.
and I see the post. I hear Razor. You
Okay,
post a
okay.
clip of Razor, and
Yeah.
I'm like, no shit, it's really happening. And I think it was Razor, right? That was the first clip you revealed.
Razor, yeah, that was Razor was like the Razor was like one of the earliest songs that I first recorded, like kind of when I came back from my like hiatus. Yeah, it was just like which is crazy because it was just like I was just like having fun with the record, but like it ended up coming out like like a little better than I expected. Like it was like it came out pretty cool. So I was like, hey, you know what? Let me put this out. Yeah, like why not? So then. Oh no, well no, actually like I didn't put it out yet. I actually went to go like I had been I had been invited to go like perform it. Well, like to go perform at a show, at a live show, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, like let me go perform at this show. I got this record that I just did called Razor, so let me go perform that, because I didn't have a lot of music, because I wasn't really making music, so. But I had like two records that I had Razor, and then I had like another song that I also kind of recorded around that. But um, so yeah, I did Razor at the show, and I was lucky enough to have like this dude like he was like filming the whole like performance like from the front, like he had a pretty like flight camera. He was like filming the whole performance, and you know he ended up like making it into like it was kind of like a live like music video performance, and like he like chopped it up for me, like he pretty much put it all together, and like he sent it to me, and I'm like, yo, that's just is dope and shit. But and it's crazy because I had no idea that he was even like recording. Like I didn't even see him recording. I was just because it was I'm on the stage. I'm just I'm like all over the place. I'm looking at the lights. I'm looking at the people in the back. But so it came out pretty dope and shit. So I ended up putting it out. But yeah, Razor. I ended up calling it I ended up calling it Razor because like when I wrote that song, it was right around that time where like Razor Ramon passed away, Scott Hall. Um, it was maybe like a few days later, like, and so it was like it was one of those things that it just came to me. Like it was a bar that just came to me. I was like, damn, you know what? Like, let me say rest in peace to Scott Hall. Like Razor Ramon. But so I ended up calling it Razor. Just to like, like it's like kind of like pay homage to him and pay tribute to him. You know what I mean? He was definitely like one of the goats. Definitely a legend.
It definitely is. And we're gonna talk more about your album when we come back after this.
Word up. Yo, this sound like some Final Fantasy Zelda type shit right here. Yo,
This got me feeling like a final boss. Fuck your record, get your vinyl toss right out the window, puffing on endo until my mind is lost. Never had COVID, only a minor cough. These niggas don't want smoke, this ain't no pipe exhaust. Verbally, we letting rifles off. Leave your man spinning like Michael, but I ain't Michael Ross. Nah, man, I ain't a killer. I'm from a higher cloth. I'm more like a gorilla with iller dialogue. Everybody a killer when they on Microsoft. Till they run into somebody they might have crossed. Who got a hard time separating what's right from wrong. And only care about that present firearms. Typical day, another life is lost. Maybe that's the price that we pay for what this life will cost. Me, I'd rather stay out the way. I'm trying to buy a loft. We gon' be up in the building until the lights is off.
You never wanted to look beyond the clouds and the stars, or to know what causes the trees to bud, and what changes the darkness into light. You have created a monster and it will destroy you.
Rest in peace to Razor Ramon. I'm the motherfucking bad guy. You rappers not making it home. Flick a toothpick straight through your dome. Gold chains and my hair slicked back with a spray of cologne. I'm making it known. The young prospects taking the throne. I stay in the zone. You niggas just stay in your phone. Uptown all the way to Bayonne. Nigga, we changing the tone. Neither red or want my name graved in a stone.
Diamond Cutter came out
Yes,
at
sir.
the end
Yes,
of the year.
sir.
It came out right at the end of the year
Yes,
with
sir. Yes, sir.
8 tracks, and these 8 tracks are DDP, Paranoia, Storm, Wolfpack, Steiner, Razor, which you just heard on the break, Moonlight, and Saltwater Freestyle. Now we also have features. You have a lot of features here, which is fantastic. You have Ace LC, 201 Psy, SF, Left, the Seven Tribes, and P Flipper. Now, what you've called this album the Diamond Cutter. Talk to me about Diamond Cutter and why you brought wrestling influences into your lyrics.
Well, like honestly, like I just like, yeah, like it wasn't even planned out or nothing like that. It's like it's something that kind of just like happened on its own. Like it was kind of like a snowball effect kind of thing. It just kind of kept rolling and rolling. But because honestly, I was just like, like I was saying earlier about Razor, like that was one of the first songs I wrote and recorded, like like when I got back into music. But I had no, like, yeah, at the time I had no intentions of like doing like any type of project or LP or EP or anything. But I was writing like I was writing like a few records around that time, and then I was noticing that in the records I would always, I would do like a wrestling reference, but not, it'll kind of be just kind of like tongue in cheek, but but like I'll mention like something about wrestling, but like I guess it was because like while I was in hiatus, I kind of got back into it, because I was kind of off it for like I was off it for a little while because it was getting kind of whack and shit. And you know what I'm talking about, Jonathan. That shit was getting rough to watch
I'm
for a
still
while.
I'm still stuck in that mentality. I'm trying to come back. Even like you could ask my wife, like there are times that we try to give it a chance. And there I mean even some wrestlers, like I love the way
Rough.
how like
It's
there's
rough
some
out there.
wrestlers like Walter. Walter
It's
looks
good.
great. Like Walter looks great. Brock Lesnar looks great. All these guys look great, but it's just like when you give too much when you put too much salt on the beef, it it gets a little, you know,
It's trash.
yeah, you don't want to eat it no more. And that
Yeah,
was
say
the
we ain't no
problem that I
more.
was having. I got tired of Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar,
Hmm.
but and that's why I like the old school wrestlers, which you mentioned a few of them in a number of these songs. I mean, you even mentioned the Wolf Pack, and what I love about the Wolf Pack is that don't turn your back on the Wolf Pack. And what I love about it is that
Right on.
not only is it this is like what they said, but I almost felt like the Wolf Pack is in essence the you guys, the people that you surround yourselves with, the tribes, and everyone else. And if if I'm wrong, correct me. You know what I mean? But like that song, it's just like I kept on listening to each song. I'm like, I like this one. No, I like this one better. No, I like this one better. I like this one better. But Wolfpack is like you know, something that you would hear at a baseball game or even like a football game. Like it's a team theme, And
Yeah.
if you're a wrestling fan, you could throw it in your WWE 2K23, and come out to it with your
Oh man, yo, that would be fucking amazing, actually. Yeah.
you know. So
Yo, call me up, yo. You know what I mean? You could definitely throw the record on the soundtrack
yeah,
for like
now
WWE 2K23.
now you chose a specific era. Now, there's a specific era in wrestling that you name a few wrestlers in. What you say Razor Ramon, not Scott Steiner, the Wolf Pack, uh, and DDP, which are all old school wrestlers. What were there any more that you wanted to incorporate into your music or didn't fit? Or are there any other tracks that didn't make it on here that you felt didn't match the theme?
Well, it was like it was one of those things that it was like I didn't wanna like it's kind of like how you were saying with the salt on the steak earlier, right? Like I don't wanna go overkill with the wrestling like references and like wrestling aesthetic on it. Like I wanted to like I did want to like incorporate it, but like just enough. Because at the same time, like I didn't want to um like I was always a person like I never liked like too much of anything. Like I think like I'm under the like I'm under the guise that like too much of anything is not a good thing. So it's like like I think I get easily jaded. I get easily like bored when it's like a lot of the same shit. So it's like so it was one of those things like I didn't want to like I didn't want to like yeah like go like overkill with the wrestling like references and everything. But I want to like it's kind of like one of those like if you know kind of things like you know like like to the to the listeners out there like who do fuck with it, like what I'm talking about. But then I just wanted to because like I said earlier, I had like a lot of features on the tape too, so I just wanted to like everybody to just just kind of shine and just kind of like I mean talk about like whatever. Yeah, like not like I didn't really approach like all the features. I didn't approach any of them like, hey, listen, man, like you gotta talk about wrestling. Like if you go listen to the records, they pretty much all express themselves about whatever, like whatever they're going through in life, and like same thing with me. I'll try to keep it like I try to make the project, like digestible, like relatable, you know.
Well, you definitely like get the taste of wrestling fans because I mean you made DDP the first you start the track off Diamond Cutter snap neck look I we
Oh, I just made a clean version too, so
you did make a clean version,
Thank you,
you're right, and
thank you. Shout,
that's got to be so cool. Now uh, can you talk about it?
shout,
Can you talk about
shouts to, I mean, shouts to the podcast for providing some amazing smoke right now. I'm enjoying the smoke, so you guys are awesome.
I just want to say that just this presence, like
Well,
this presence for me is awesome.
for
we
sure.
we had a really good conversation today, and I appreciate you, allowing me into your home
Shouts
and
to
keeping.
Key.
So
Shouts to
shout outs to Key. I really
shouts to
appreciate
Key.
that. We had like a 5 minute interaction at the event, and to actually sit down and have a conversation with you, and kind of, I think I do remember you because I remember baseball, and
Yeah.
it's cool, for you to be here in this presence, and I appreciate you coming, man.
Word up, I mean, Kiwohito, he just recently dropped his project too, the Anti Eco Taste Volume 1. But yeah,
I'm gonna put it on after. I'm gonna put it
Yeah,
on
you,
that
yeah,
mixtape.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean.
straight up.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But like like we're doing things we're doing things a little differently. You know what I mean. You can't just like pull that up on streaming. You got to contact the brother up if you want to listen to that. Because it's we're doing everything exclusive from now on. You know what I mean. We're doing everything self sufficient, in home, ingrown. You know what I mean. So we're just trying to keep everything like keep like math keep like fucking ownership and fucking equity of everything that we do from now on. That's kind of how we moving. But we'll get into that later.
No, of
I
course we will.
wanna yeah, what I mean, like just to say like on the wrestling topic and shit. No, yeah, DDP. You mentioned DDP earlier, but I was oh no, so yeah, like I was saying earlier, like as I was making like more wrestling references, and it kind of like culminate like in my head, I was thinking like you know what, like it'll be kind of cool to do like like just kind of do like a wrestling kind of like project. It's like why not? Because like it's something that like it's something that obviously like it was like I wasn't like the first one to do this, and I'm not gonna be the last one either. Like it's a thing that's been in hip hop, for like for like a while now, but but for like me personally, it was special because I'm actually like, like I'm not gonna lie, it was it's a couple of artists though that who kind of do it just because it was kind of like a fad. It was kind of like a wave and shit. It was kind of like a trend to do at a certain point. So like you got like what I mean, like certain artists like doing like wrestling themed shits, but they just what I mean. I could just tell that it's kind of like on the surface. You know what I mean? But so that's why like it's kind of special to me because I'm like I know it's coming from like a real place of like fandom. Like I'm actually like a huge like like wrestling fan since I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like my grandfather put me on wrestling and shit. So it's something that's always like in my roots and shit. Like it's deep rooted and shit. But
I have an ashtray. I got like five ashtrays, and I don't know where any of them are.
I have
Oh
I
yeah,
got
that.
that
Oh,
I got that shit right here, brother.
funny story about that. That's actually not an ashtray. This is a barbecue plate from Kansas City. Thank you, Jack Stacks, for the ashtray.
Shouts to Kansas City if you're listening out there.
Hey, I mean, I'd love to see you guys out there. I mean, and shit, take me with you. I'll bring my camera. Straight up,
Hell yeah,
like,
hell yeah. Yo,
um,
Kansas City, yo, book us, yo. Know what I mean, we'll come to your city, man.
so now, but you also have, so you got some other really great tracks. Paranoia is a fantastic one with Ace LC, Storm,
Thank you.
Saltwater Freestyle feature, which is fun. It's actually funny because like when I'm streaming video games, I'll sometimes I have my Spotify on and
Sure.
you guys will come on sometimes. But out of all the music that I've played of you guys, that whenever I'm playing it on my streams or if I'm listening to it or whatever, Saltwater is the only song that's given me a copyright strike.
Oh no, yeah, because no, well, is that I'm not surprised there because like Soul Water is actually like it's a freestyle that we did over like it's a record by like another artist.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
no.
But yeah, no, yeah, it's kind of funny actually. No, cause like Soul Water, like like it's funny because like Soul Water, like that in itself is also like is also like what Diamond Cutter ended up being in general. It was just something that was just fun, like something that we just did in the moment. It was a fun freestyle, but like I kind of yeah, like I kind of thought it came out pretty dope and shit. And P Flipper, shouts to P Flipper too. Like he was like fuck it, like, like I'm gonna just throw it on the tape and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean. I definitely give credit to the artist. You know what I mean? Shots for that.
Steiner and Moonlight are two of my favorite songs.
Thank you, bro.
Moonlight has got like a nice like. In Moonlight, you have the Seven Tribes featured. Who is everyone that is featured on that track?
On Moonlight is basically just like just like it's my whole tribe. It's the whole seven tribes basically. It's myself. It's Key. It's Live Higher, um Ralph Bakes, Cass, Siva, P Flipper. Yeah, and it's basically like it's basically like the core of the tribe. Like the ones that we basically just like started this shit with, the whole movement with. Like 10 years ago.
How did it feel coming together as the whole Seven Tribes and recording that track?
Nah, it was pretty awesome because it brought back that old feeling again. At that moment that we were, like recording, because like right when I was doing Moonlight, we were also recording like records for the Seven Tribes project as well at the same time in the same studio. So that energy was just, it was just that the energy was just already there. Like it was just like the momentum was there already because Seven Tribes was already doing records. So it was like it was a perfect time of the. It was a perfect time like for me to like like get the brothers together and record Moonlight. But
The
eh,
energy was there.
yeah, yeah, it was there already. No, yeah, because like sometimes it's not easy to get everybody in the studio. You know how it is. We've seen this happen with Wu Tang and like mad like other like hip hop. Like other like hip hop artists and like hip hop groups in history and shit. But no, yeah, like it definitely brought that old like feeling back, like when we used to do like the first records we did like a decade ago. Like Gold and Tribe Side and some of those records and shit. But yeah, no, yeah, like Moonlight, it was. I felt like it was a good way to like close the tape out because the tape is more like a. It's more like it's kind of like a slow, kind of like a hypnotic, like drowsy sound. But I thought Moonlight was a good way to like cap it off, like on a like on a high beat, on a like something more up tempo, something with a little more energy, something more feel good. But so it came out pretty dope. Yeah.
I
Shouts
like
to
that.
shouts to Seven Tribes.
Shout outs to Seven Tribes, and then shortly after the release of your EP, is it an EP? Is it
Yeah, like I would call it maybe like a mixtape.
okay? On mixtape,
You know.
perfect. I like that. So shortly after you came out with Napalm, which has you guys on it. That's actually like I like the title of it because
Thank you.
one I am a veteran. I like napalm. I like the smell of napalm in the morning. But what it seems like you two have like some really good energy, especially, and you could feel it. You could feel it in napalm.
Thank you, word. Me like me and Key and Cass, we were like one of like the first ones and like to like really kind of like record music like together like in Seven Tribes, because yeah, it was a couple of members that were already kind of doing music. P Flipper was kind of recording. Well, actually, P Flipper was probably like the most like consistent one at the time, but Liv Higher was like recording music too, like a little bit, not too much, but and me, Cass, and Key, we started like linking up together, and like recording music, us three, and then and then Siva came in the mix, and that's pretty much how like Seven Tribes kind of like developed from there. But um, I was gonna say that oh, thank you, brother. Yo, this weed is amazing, by the way. I appreciate you. But yeah, but the chemistry has always been there. So it was Nape, like now to fast forward to the present day, yeah, like, I feel like Napalm was definitely like and I would say it was like an urgent record. It was like needed. It was like an urgent kind of track that was kind of needed because um
To keep the momentum flowing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because me and like me and Key me and Kibo Hiti, we kind of found this little, I can't even explain it to be honest, but we just we're carrying this certain like momentum, and we've been moving with certain hip hop groups that's been like really getting the culture, like really pushing the culture forward. So we just been like all like just all like kind of like, I wouldn't say like working together, but we like we're all kind of like on the same mission, kind of, and yeah, just kind of moving like a cohesive unit, and just all just all like appreciate like each other's art, and we're just trying to like is like push just push this hip hop shit forward, and like trying to like show everybody that hip hop is still alive and strong in Jersey. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Jersey has like a certain, I can't explain it. Like like a like when somebody like thinks of like hip hop rap in Jersey off rip, they kind of get a certain image of it, like a certain aesthetic of it. They see just like violence and kind of like a certain kind of rap that's like, you know what I mean? And like I'm not gonna knock it because it's that's just dope and shit. Like I'm a fan of it too, but it's more shit. Talking about like street shit, and shit like that. But like I kind of want to show like everybody, yo, like that's not the only thing in Jersey. You know what I mean? Yo, we do this hip hop shit. Like we do this. There's like there's a like crazy underground fucking like movement right now that's been like bubbling and shit like that. And it's been bubbling for a minute, but it's been having like a crazy like resurgence lately. And it's there, man. It's a lot of dope MCs, it's a lot of dope artists and shit out of Jersey. Out of like fuck Jersey, just like Hudson County alone. Motherfuckers are fucking rapping out there.
They really are, and there's been a lot of great music coming out too. Next question: are there any specific themes that you want to touch in your music that you want to convey to your audience?
I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a great fucking question. Cause like yeah, that's actually like a pretty good fucking question actually. Cause like now that I'm thinking about it, like I'm not even like I'm not like sure yet like where like I'm not sure like what direction yet. I'm like
Yeah,
I'm kind of going like kind of with the next project. You know what I mean? But cause like honestly like I was thinking like initially like I was gonna just I was gonna like kind of just like like leave Diamond Cutter behind, and I was gonna just like focus on I was gonna like focus on like other, I guess like other themes in music, what I mean? Like other things that like, what I mean, need to be talked about
yeah,
in music, and other things that, that like that I also like would like to like talk about in my music. But like now that I think about it, like I've been thinking like as of more recently I've been thinking like, wait, like I don't have to I don't have to like completely abandon Diamond Cutter. I mean, I could definitely work on other projects, but I can always come back and do a Diamond Cutter too. Like for
yeah.
those fans, like for the fans who do, like for that, like
That specific audience, if that's what they like.
yeah, like that demographic, like the audience who are fans of wrestling and hip hop and shit. You know what I mean? So I could always come back and do Diamond Cutter too, but like at the same time, like I could still work on other projects, but I've been I've been I've been like thinking about and like trying to figure out like what direction I'm gonna take it artistically.
Absolutely.
I'm still like
Yeah, yeah,
I'm trying to keep it open, because I don't want to stay like too much in a bubble.
yeah. How did you feel when you first like set up your profile like on Spotify and Apple, and you first like you saw your face, and you're just like, oh shit, that's me. I'm now, my foot's in here. I'm actually doing it. Like, what was that first like reaction when you got that acceptance and everything went through?
It was it was pretty cool because it like like that was like it was my first time, because we did thank you, brother. Um, yeah, like it's like most of my music that I had recorded, it was like prior to like me just taking time off. It was with Seven Tribes, but like at that time, like like we never really had our music on streaming. We just had like our music, like we were like selling our music ourselves, like independently. We were just hitting the
Yeah,
streets, and we would just like we were taking it back to like the mid 2000s and shit. That's what we was doing, but it was on that. But so like you said, yeah, like kind of seeing my music on there for the first time, like it was a pretty cool feeling, because I was gonna say that like it's like coming back to music. Um, like it's like one thing that I noticed off rip, like right away, was that yo, like I have to like learn everything fast. I have to like adapt because shit's different now. Everything's different now. Like the way the way artists are like marketing, the way artists are writing, recording, the way they're selling merch, the way they're doing music, the way they're like celebrating release party. It's just everything in like the whole culture. Because like in hip hop, like time moves so rapidly in hip hop. Like you know what I mean? It's like 1 year in real life
You're right.
is like 3 years in hip hop. Like
Yeah.
things like trends just come and go, and it's a culture that moves at a sorry, it's a culture that moves at a rapid pace. But um,
Right.
so yeah, so like me taking time off like 4 years, and coming back, I'm kind of like learning as I go. I'm trying to adapt. I'm learning like all the new methods of like releasing music. But I'm gonna say that I'm not like I'm a huge fan of all of it. Like I love where it's at now. Like I feel like right now, like artists who are doing music independently right now, like I don't know, it's like it's in a great space right now.
Can you name me 5 artists that you're listening to right now on repeat?
I have artists that I'm listening to right now on repeat. I would say, hmm, good question. Good question. Good question. I would say probably like most of it, like most of the artists are kind of like are like more or less like stylistically like the music that I make, like like even if it's not always like the same topic, but the same kind of like aesthetic, same kind of style. But so I kind of like like when I'm on my downtime and I'm listening to music, I'm listening to mostly that, like those type of rappers, because I'm just like a fan of that overall. So I would say maybe like Rock Marcy, like Rock Marciano. Like he was like he's definitely like an inspiration, but for the last couple of years. But I would say maybe him. Probably like Boldy James, Mac Hami, Euro Droog, fucking I don't know. Damn, there's so many like 38 Special, El Camino, West Side, Griselda. You already know, like I mean, they're always like they're usually consistent. But that's what that's pretty much what I've been listening to for like the last like for the last little while now. But oh, and not for nothing, but like I not for nothing, but I give the producers like just as much and sometimes even more credit. Me me personally, I've always been like a beats guy. I've always like to me I've like I've always had the philosophy that if there's no beat, if there's no beat, there's no if the beat is whack, like the is gonna be a whack record. Like you could say the craziest shit on it, doesn't matter. But it's just like if it doesn't give you that feeling, like the music itself, what I mean? Because you could
The soul. Yeah.
yeah, because there's been like plenty of times that we heard some like trash ass lyrics or whatever, but it was on a crazy fucking beat, and we're like, yo, this shit is mad, it's catchy, it's dope, but it's like, what are they really saying, but the beat is just so like like the music is what gets your attention, so pulls you in.
Did you have any issues or challenges during the writing process for this mixtape? How many times did it take for you to write one of the tracks until you were completely happy with it? Were there any ones and dones? Were there any frustrations?
Hmm, it's a good question. There's a couple of like there were definitely like a couple of records off Diamond Cutter that were kind of like like they were kind of like seamless. Like the recording process was just so it was so simple and it was just so seamless. Like I would say like I would probably say like Paranoia was probably like the maybe like the more easier kind of like you know what I mean like seamless like sessions that I had off Diamond Cutter. You know, like that was like a one and like that was a one and done. Like we recorded it and then yeah, you know, like I never had to go back to it. You know, but um, eh, you know, like it was a couple other records that you know like I would definitely have to like come back to them a couple times and kind of get them like right. You know, like Wolfpack. You know, like you mentioned Wolfpack earlier. Like Wolfpack was giving me overall just like a hard time. Like, but you know, I have to thank my I have to like give a huge like thank you to my engineer above or he calls I mean he goes by official above, but that's my bro above. We just call him above, but yeah, I have to give him mad credit because you know like he goes out of his way to make me sound as golly as he can on the tape, but you know, because I was having a hard time like trying to get Wolfpack to sound exactly how I wanted it to sound. But you know, after you know, I was lucky enough to have him to, you know, like really like work on it and, you know, and make it sound, you know, and make it sound pretty dope. So but yeah, you know, cause um with each record I was just like trying new things, you know. Like as I was writing these new records, I was just like trying new cadences, you know, like trying different different flows, different pockets, you know, like but at the same time I was trying to keep the like overall sound like in this like within the same realm, you know, if that makes sense, you know, like I wasn't trying to like veer off too much, you know.
And I and again, man, it's a great mixtape, and I am curious though, what's next? Um, are you going to continue? Are you going to pop out some singles? Are we going to get a full album eventually? What do we have in store?
Um well like what we got in store right now is like right now I just recently shot like a brand new music video. Yeah, we just shot that with with my bro Goons. We just shot that like last weekend actually. So you know what I mean? Everybody could be on the lookout for that. I'm not gonna say like which record though. I'm not gonna say like what's the name of the record. It's just a brand new video. You guys are gonna see it when it drops. But yeah, like you know, like I want but after, you know, after we drop that video though, after we drop that video, I'm gonna I'm just gonna like kind of like focus more on like on the next solo project, but I want like I also want to focus on the Seven Tribes project as well, you know, because we have a project also on the way that we're working on. So you know, I'm gonna pretty much like like make those to my main focus, you know. But like I said, you know, like somewhere yeah, like somewhere down the line, like I'm gonna eventually come back with a diamond cutter too, you know what I mean, for the for the fans, you know, for like all the wrestling fans and supporters and all the ones who like who showed mad love and supported the first one. But
Are we gonna have different eras of wrestling and different
uh,
diamond cutters?
probably yeah,
It could work.
we'll
It
see.
could work. You gotta throw some X
We'll
Pac in there for me, man.
see. Of course, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We'll definitely throw some X Pac in there.
I definitely
Shouts
want
to DX.
to. Yeah, he was also a Wolfpack member too. The only one.
Oh, he was
He
both.
was the only one. He was the
That's
only
right.
one.
He was DX and NWO, yo.
So how?
Set
So
tripping.
you can lie if you want. Wait, how
For
old are you
sure.
now?
I am 34 now.
Okay, 34. So what's interesting is that DDP started wrestling at 35 years old,
Yeah,
and
man. For sure.
you're finding you're finding some solace now, coming back into the music, and now at this age, is it is the perspective different than it was 10 years ago when you first started? Has it been 10
For
years?
sure.
It's been about 10 years.
No, yeah, it's probably been. I mean, yeah, like I've probably been recording music since like 2005. You know, like 2004, 2005. That's when me and Rav, like Rav, he's on Wolfpack with me. which is kind of the reason why like I named that record Wolfpack because it kind of made sense because those were kind of like those were kind of the guys that I kind of like started making music with, like Rav and my bro Avid, you know, but we started making music like yeah like in the mid 2000s, we started like writing lyrics like in like 2002, 2003, 2004. But in 2005, that's when we were like ready to like, okay, we kind of figured out what to do. Let's get a mic, let's get an M box, let's fucking do this recording shit. And obviously, it sounded like fucking trash, but we did what we can at the time. But I was, I I was, oh damn, yo, like back to your question. I forgot your question earlier. Yo, this fucking weed is amazing, yo. I appreciate you guys for, blessing me with this right now, yo. We
Listen,
got
man.
some weed, we got some vegan pizza, yo. We lit right now. That's the question. Perception. Yeah, I was like, yeah, because I was like, wait, yo, I was like, yo, I was like, yes, yo, my brother Key, yo, always coming through. Thank you, brother, yo. Fucking yeah, because Jonathan, I was like, yo, I knew Jonathan asked me a crazy fucking question, and I went totally fucking left with it, and I forgot, but that was the question. I'm sorry about the no, yeah. So like
Yeah, we veer
how
off
it changed my
sometimes.
perception. I was gonna say that um you know like um like I definitely take it a lot more serious now, because I guess like back then when I was younger is one of those things that I was kind of taking for granted, like I was making music but I wasn't taking it that serious because I was just I don't know, I guess I was just young and I was just like whatever, but like I guess I don't know, like I've always been kind of like good under pressure. Like I've always been more active to do something when my back's against the wall type of thing. But so I don't know. I guess maybe like how you mentioned, like I'm like in my mid 30s now, so maybe that has something to do with it too. I'm taking it a lot more serious now. Like so that's how for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like I definitely see like a purpose with this. Like and it's not even like oh, like yeah, like, it's like I gotta make money with this or I mean, I put it like this, like we all pretty much just like want to do what we love, right? At the end of the day, right? Like who the fuck doesn't want to do that, right? Like we all want to do what we love, so it's like so ideally it would be like pretty fucking amazing if we could just like do what we love and be able to still be able to like take care of families and take care of everything. We got to take care of like all types of like residuals and fucking mortgages and all that. But like it's like it's the way like I look at it is like yo like I'd rather just like I've been pretty much like working for like a long time and like the way I see it I'm like yo I feel like we have something like very special and we haven't like even though we've been doing this music for like a while, we haven't like fully like tapped into it yet, like to its full potential. And I feel like as of kind of like recently, it's been like a resurgence, and I don't know, like I just feel, it's like a like the energy this time around. It feels way different now. It feels like a pot that's like slowly like fucking like boiling and shit, and it's like bubbling. It's kind of like that feeling, like it feels almost like a tidal wave is about to come and shit. But so so yeah, it's been like it's been like inspiring, and it's been like motivating me to just like want to keep like writing more, and keep making more music, because it's just like um it's all around us, I don't know, it's so many dope artists out there doing their thing, and it's like and it's really cool to see, So it's like, and yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing that I also learned, like to go back to your question about like perspective of music, like that's one thing that I also learned, um, like when I came back into music that like it's something out there for everybody. Like there's like space, like there's a space for like for every artist. Like when I was younger, I always had this perception that, oh, if you're not, if you're not like the top artist, then it's like, then you're, like if you're not a Drake, if you're not a Jay-Z, if you're not a Lil Wayne, then it's like, what are you doing? Then then that's it. But um, like I was saying earlier, like is like the whole music scene is at a dope space right now, because right now, like there's like like there's room for everybody. You know what I mean? Like everybody could eat off this, because like there's so many people out there that just can't get enough music. Like they're always looking for more artists. They're always looking for more rap. They're always looking for like for more, like they want to keep going to more shows, more festivals. So it's definitely like inspiring. It's like why not? It's like why not? It's like why not do it? And it's something that I love. So.
Yeah, 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 yeah. As we continue on, continue on, continue on, continue on, continue on. It's a tribe, y'all. Tribe, y'all. Tribe, y'all. Tribe, y'all. Tribe, y'all. It's on time, y'all. Time, y'all. Time, y'all. Get live, y'all.
This the one that make you move, right? This the one that make you groove, right? This your favorite type of tune, right? Put you in that mood, right? Bouncing to the groove, got them sliding out their shoes while they dancing in the moonlight. 1, 2, 1, 2, that's how we do it, right? Dancing in the moonlight.
Yeah, yo, I ain't even reached my pinnacle. Not a miracle, the minimal you do will be a fallout to your visual. This shit is feeling spiritual, the other half is physical. Saying it's original, but most of it's predictable. Had to get a lot off my chest, like a bench press. The next step, you already feeling. Hey yo, say less, they way less devoted. These words ain't easy to digest. I might just dip on you, I ain't lyrically
Open
impressed.
up those ears, hit you with the message like a couple spears. Fuck you artists claiming that I'm weird, ain't true to self, you ain't sincere. We over here celebrating every year. All these locals thinking they surpass the tribe, they live a lie. And even wise, kill yourself, deserve to die. And let the bullshit fly, don't even try. You're crazy out your mind, uplift the children. Fuck, you thought you must be blind. All these suckers stepping up to us, they fool, it's time to dime. Save the records.
I don't ride a skateboard, but Cash is my brother. Fire crack when we adapt and dap up each other. He mad that I eat butter, that's a whole different topic. So as long as I bake it, we great with splitting the profit. How you understand, but ain't never do the knowledge. 7 clan, you got 7 different options. You down with the gossip, that's way out of line. You do the same shit, time after time.
Tearing the scene up with my tribe for like 10 strong. Dropping gold, rocking shows, nigga, we made a Teflon. Spin the same, we don't need a challenge. Did it with heart, don't even need no talent. You falling apart cause you still seeking balance. Couple of y'all still trying to find your way. Better learn to swim and don't get caught up in the tidal wave. Been more than a minute, now I'm back with the set. Word of MF Doom tatted on the back of my neck. It's the tribe,
It's
nigga.
the shit that helped me get in my bag more. 17, a pen and pad, sipping the Mad Dog, serving teens, hella packs up in the Jan Sport. Need a scholarship, trapping like it's a dance sport. Fuck all the politics, when I spit it's like bath salts. Probably gripping the mag, hollow tips at your damn door. Why you boys always singing a sad song? My presence is a gift, so I'm rapping my ass off Don Dada.
Keep it going, y'all.
Yeah, I do this like I never had a choice. Thought it, then I wrote it down. Expressing help me mend the void. When I tune into the sounds like freedom, so I use my voice. Sing until the pain is gone, clear the mind, cut the noise. What? Can't replicate it when it's done with passion. Truth is what you can't avoid, concerned with your social status. What? Don't go insane trying to be the baddest. Yeah, don't cause a scene trying to be dramatic.
Ooh, where you get that? Huh? This little knapsack hold a gas tank. Smoke, it's made me lots of money, so I give thanks. And I don't need nobody but a big bank. And all my brothers sure to make that thing sink. How damn try to tell us how to live, man. How damn try to tell us what it is, twin. When we done set the tone for the whole thing. Come on, man.
This the one that make you move, right? This the one that make you groove, right? This your favorite type of tune, right? Put you in that mood, right? Bouncing to the groove, got them sliding out their shoes while they dancing in the moonlight. 1 2 1 2, that's how we do it, right? Dancing in the moonlight.
All right. Before we end the show, we're gonna play a game of agree or disagree. If you disagree, you gotta explain why. It's just a little something for the people to get to know you a little.
Okay, okay. I'm with the shits. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right. We're gonna pull five out. We're gonna pick your brain. Number one is deep dish is is deep dish pizza actually a casserole?
Yes, it is, and it's crazy because I feel like we just discussed this earlier as we were getting pizza. I, I, yo, that's crazy that you asked that because I brought up the question of like, yo, they're saying out there that the is like Chicago pizza versus New York pizza, what's better? And then and
We
then
don't fucking know what the truth
everyone
is.
started saying that, yo, come on, man, that's not pizza, that's casserole, that's lasagna on a bread. But so yeah, to answer your question, yeah.
I'm trying to find a good one here. Hard work is more important than talent.
Hard work is 1000% more important than talent, and that's something that I've also learned. Like, like coming back into music, because like the people that are like cutting through, like they're really getting busy, like, and I see the work ethic, like they're not, like they're not like like they're not like half-assing the music, like they're actually out there, like like doing videos, doing it's like doing like radio shows, doing freestyles, like like recording albums, like putting out projects like on a consistent basis. So I think, yeah, like hard work definitely beats talent, 1000%. 90% hard work and 10% talent.
All right, next one. Bare feet are gross. Yes or no?
Yes, I don't think no grown men should have their bare feet in public, like unless you're like at the beach, then that's cool, or you're wearing like slides on the boardwalk, that's cool, but yeah. no, no bare feet. No, no. No, no bare feet if you're a grown man. Come on now. You know what I mean?
Are you so if you're watching a movie, would you rather watch it at the theater or watch it at home?
I'd rather watch it at the theater, honestly, yo. And that's one of and it's kind of upsetting because I feel like it's one of those things that is gonna be like another lost art. Like I feel like people are gonna stop going to the movies, and it's kind of sad, yo. Because like I'm old school, man. I feel like the whole movie experience is dope, man, and that shit will never be like it was like you can't match that. Yeah, like it's cool to watch a movie at home. I get it, like on your bed, but I rather like I rather go get a whole. I rather go to the theater, man. I mean that's gonna be always classic, no matter what. Yo, Key, we gotta fucking open up 12th Street movie theater back up, bro. Yeah, we gotta open up Summit Theater back up, yo. Speaking about that, actually, so I'm just gonna put that out there, but we gonna make it happen for sure.
I'd actually like to invest in that, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
And the last one I got for you, I'm trying to find a good one. Texting is as good as a phone call.
better. I'm not, I see. Like I'm old school, but there's certain things that I'm not old school. Like you feel me? Like yo, if you could just text, it's cool. Because a phone call, I mean, it depends, But I mean, like if it's like if it's like ground, like I'm not gonna text like my. I ain't gonna text abuela, but you know what I mean. But everybody else, nah, man, don't call me. Strictly with text, yo. WhatsApp, like whatever. It's just
People still use WhatsApp? Really?
Yeah, yeah,
I
for sure, for sure. What type is popping right now?
So, as far as socials, where can we find you, man?
Oh, word. You can find me you can find me on Instagram at Eric the Red 13, and you can find my whole team on there too, Seven Tribes. Um, and and you could also find us on seventribes.com. 7TRIIIBES, three eyes, and yeah, and you can find a you can find Diamond Cutter on all platforms right now. But yeah,
Do you have any appearances, any shows scheduled coming up?
um, as of right now, we currently don't have any shows lined up, but we will definitely let all the people know. Like as soon as we got something lined up, we'll let the people know. So they could definitely pull up to the shows. Because like our shows are always lit, always crazy fucking energy. So definitely pull up. You have a good time for sure.
It's always cloudy. That like cloudy. I mean, the
For
one of
sure. That's the only
beautiful
way.
setting, beautiful setting it was, and I actually cannot wait to listen to the tapes. But I appreciate you coming. I mean, we've known each other for a long time. Apparently,
Word,
me
word
and
up,
Key have
word
known each
up,
other for a long time too.
word up. Hell yeah, man.
Worlds collide.
Man.
So I appreciate you coming by and
Nah,
doing this.
I appreciate you,
Dude,
my brother. You know what I mean? You,
from caffeine pants to
but
jeans to joggers and sneakers, bro. Like we did it, guy.
I
Um,
know we're old now, bro. That's it.
yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Shit, shit.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.